Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi.
Wow.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Happy to be here with you all and all the wonderful viewers as I keep my eye on. I swear there's a conspiracy against me with package delivery people. Like
Uh-oh.
They're
every
just trying to
time
get on the stream. They want to shout out. They want to make a surprise appearance.
every time I get a signature required package, which is rare, it's like at any moment, they could, all day long, except between the hours of 2 Eastern and even really essentially 3 Eastern, they could deliver it. Now I have a signature only package that is one stop away. So almost certainly going to show up during the
I'm
show.
telling you, it's a super fan of the show.
It
Nah.
is.
Well, I'm not a big fan of DHL, so I don't know.
The feelings aren't mutual.
Yeah, I look. I actually
What if
like
it's
that.
DHL trying to get a free shout out and ad on your show, and they're like, "We'll just go during the stream."
Oh.
I'm glad that I can actually see like where they are, so that way,
Yeah.
like I can. It's actually much better than like UPS or whatever, where they're like they'll be there today. Like they send you a
For
text
sure, yeah.
and they're like, you can track our trucks, so like I'll see when they're on my road and I'll know when I have to watch the camera versus everything else. But I don't have porch pirates. I don't care. Like
Yeah, I don't have to deal
when-
with porch pirates either. I live in a safe community. Like
Yeah.
I've been like at my family's house for like 3 or 4 days and have package on my porch and like they never get taken.
I literally like
Good.
even when
Yeah.
Meta sends me like a $7,000 computer, I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna go on my porch and steal this thing. But they're like, well, we have to for insurance reasons. So then it's like I don't care about signature only.
Yep.
In general, like actually in no scenarios, especially when I can, watch on camera, and see what's
Exactly.
going on. I have like 40 cameras that you got to get past to steal a package. And most of the time you're going to get yet another white t-shirt size medium. If you're, 'cause my wife is like always ordering white shirts. She has a white shirt problem.
What?
Yeah, I mean, look, she buys from Amazon, so they're like $8. But like, anytime there's any minor problem with one of her white shirts, it must be replaced, and it is an emergency.
I love it.
Look, she has a staple wardrobe, and I respect that about her. And if she's found one that
Yes.
makes her happy, there was a content creator that made like quite a substantial following, or at least their videos got a lot of views, being like, "I tried on every white shirt out there, and here's the best one." Like I
Oh.
want you.
Yeah, I would
No,
not be
I'm just
surprised if
saying.
my wife is aware of her content.
I
Yeah.
love it.
She did it with other products too. It was all like staple wardrobe pieces.
So there's some news today. I mean, I don't want to be like the last guy reporting on the Alex Peretti thing. So I kind of want to we're going to touch on it in the beginning here. Everybody else already talked about it. Crowder's talked about it. But I do think this particular video is interesting. So, and I know that some people, who watch the show, they don't watch everybody else. So, we had, Alex Peretti was a good boy, wasn't a violent guy, never did anything wrong. But a new video, which has been authenticated, has been released. We've got some Epstein news just dropped right before the stream too. The walls continue to close in. It's got now like I'm so black pilled on Epstein that it's like, okay,
Yeah,
it's like
same.
a side note, like, ooh, bombshell new. Yeah, okay. Wake me up when they arrest somebody.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how I'm starting to feel
I think
about a
you'll be
lot of
sleeping
stuff.
for quite some time, my friend.
I know. It's okay. Last night I slept terrible. And then tomorrow I have to drive my wife to the airport, which means I won't sleep tonight. Actually, I'll probably sleep okay. Normally when I have to travel, I get like paranoid about oversleeping, but like I know
Right.
she's gonna wake me up. So I'm
Yeah.
not too worried about it.
The pressure's
Uh,
off.
Yeah, like that's fine. Although I happen to check her in, I was gonna check. Went to check her in this morning for international flight, and I noticed her birthday. I must have put my birthday in for her birthday. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a problem. Like, because they're going to match to her driver's license, to her passport.
no.
But fortunately, shout out the airline. I called and I was like prepared for it to ruin my day. Like I was prepared for it to be on the phone
Bracing for the
all day.
worst.
An Indian picked up the phone. I'm like, mother of God. And but no, they fixed it in like 5 minutes.
Oh, how
Like less than 5 minutes on the
nice.
phone. I'm like, I need you to update the birthday. It's like, okay, it's done. I'm sorry. Okay, sir, this is done, sir. And then I'm like, okay, well, you're not allowed to hang up until I check her in. I went and refreshed the page. It had the right birthday on. I was like, okay, great. He
They
has
don't
been
wanna deal with this
redeemed.
either. They don't want to waste money with like, not having someone on the flight and the headache. It's got to be, it's different if
Yeah.
you're like standing there with your ticket in hand and it's already printed and messed up. But I feel like you caught it in time.
Well, yeah, that's because of my travel paranoia. I'm like, okay, I'm going through every detail, every character in her passport. Is everything right? And then I'm like, okay, well, I usually get to the airport about 45 minutes before my flight. And she's like, well, can we get there like 2 hours? I'm like, you don't need to be there 2 hours early. But it's her mom's first time ever flying anywhere. And so I'm like, fine, I'll get up at 4 a.m. and I will drop you off at the airport before any of the restaurants are open. And you can putz around in the airport all day. So,
Aw,
yeah.
a girl's trip, an adventure.
I told them that, like, we don't have, it's not like they're going to O'Hare or LaGuardia where, like, all the good restaurants are still open,
Yeah.
Mhm.
early morning. Like, you're going to get a sandwich from a questionable vendor, and probably there'll be, like, a convenience store open with nobody working that you have to, they want a tip when you pay them for no service. But anyway, so yes,
You're just
tomorrow.
being a killjoy. She's got the spirit of adventure. She's traveling with her mom. She's just trying to get the trip started, and you're out
I
here
know.
like
I am a
you don't need to
killjoy.
leave the house.
Yeah. I'm like, I could drop you off tonight and you could spend the night in the airport. What a fun experience. Then I don't have to get up early. But that didn't go over well.
You're like, could I book you an airport hotel?
Yeah, right. But nonetheless, we have this Alex Preddy video. People claimed it wasn't him. He was just a good boy who didn't do anything wrong. Here's him.
Didn't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing. He's interacting with ICE here. He's right here.
Okay.
Wearing his same uniform.
Yeah.
Uniform. Brown
Yeah.
shirt, brown pants, brown jacket, sunglasses, black hat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody
Has a
loves him in
uniform.
his life. You can't wear black with brown. It's like a simple
It's a sin.
fashion. Like, nobody loves him in his life that told him that, but okay. All right. He's allowed. Oh, he's allowed to. He's legal here. He's legal here.
Okay. Okay.
Still legal.
Okay.
Oh, he's in the road. He's no longer legal.
Oh. Okay.
Hit me,
Wonder what
hit me.
he's
He's
saying.
begging him.
Yeah.
He's begging him to hit him. Please, sir. Please, sir, hit me. Oh,
Oh,
that's
did
assault.
he spit?
He spit on him. Yep. Oopsie, that's assault. Now, what should have happened is that officer should have got out of the car and beat his ass.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yup.
nope, that doesn't happen. So again,
I feel like
Alex
that's
Preddy,
what the protesters want, though. Like they want the escalation to be
Yes.
from ICE.
right? They do,
They
but I
do.
don't care. Like, we're in a different era now.
Yep.
Like, they would cut to where they just beat his ass for doing nothing. But now
Right.
I'm confident in X, like the footage would come out of him spitting. And so it would be like,
Right.
it was like with Renee Good. It was like, oh, she didn't run the guy over. They released the body cam footage in like 45 minutes. They're like, oh no, she did. And that was the end of that,
And then
This
the
guy
mayor
so he
was like,
spits
it
on him.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Oop, now he's kicking the vehicle. Kicks out their taillight.
Oh.
And now you're gonna get it.
Oh.
This is broken rib footage. Again, I think the beatdown should have happened when he spit on him.
I think
less
so,
so
too.
less so when he kicked the car. Like, if somebody's kicking your car, just keep it pushing. It's generally
Right.
not safe to get out of it at that point. But he screamed, "Come out, you mother effers, and attack
Ooh.
me." Yeah.
Got what he wanted.
And now you hear some woman screaming unintelligibly in the background.
Of course.
There's another angle.
Protest.
Yeah, here's another angle synced up. Here he is. Fucking assault me, motherfucker, he says. By the way, he's been unemployed for several months, and I think basically he's only been spending his time in this like Antifa terror group.
Yeah.
Spits on him. Now I don't know if it actually got on him. It looks like he got it.
Okay.
I don't know if he got it in the door.
Right.
He might have snuck it in the door there. I'm not sure about the velocity, but he's clearly tried to spit on him.
He
did. The
did.
door was still open at that time.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh my goodness, he kicked that
Now you get what you wanted.
Oh,
now you get what you want, dumb fuck.
Wow.
And now you can hear people in the crowd screaming like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" You watch all of that before the arrest. And there's also a theory, a rumor going around that these are the same ICE officers that ended up shooting him.
Ooh.
And they're saying, well, they were holding a grudge. I'm
he's
like, well,
targeting he's targeting them then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, well, that actually helps the defense. Like,
yeah.
They recognize him as a violent threat who had assaulted them a week prior. Now, I have not been able to confirm that it's the same people. So we don't, unless chat has.
Right.
Now,
but
I
if
don't
that's
know.
the case, that looks worse for him, in my opinion. He's targeting those specific ones.
Yeah. And like at minimum, it's like, well, here's another footage of this violent criminal. Now, I don't know if he had the gun here. We don't know if he did or did not have the gun here. I'm guessing he didn't because they let him go.
Right.
But like he assaulted the officer. He attacked their vehicle and they still let him go.
Right.
So this guy had been given numerous chances, and he did have the gun. Okay, how do we know he did have the gun? Slow it down and look at it. Well, I can't really slow it on a Twitter video.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, there's more time left here. Let's see. Oh, he said he approached officers holding a handgun. Yeah, but he didn't. I don't see that on the video. Let's see here. Where?
Yeah, I can't see it.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was holding a gun.
Yeah.
Wait, it would have been happened before this, right? He's already detained here. I see at no point a gun. He's got nothing in his hands.
Right.
There's no gun. His hands are completely empty.
Mm.
And I don't think he has a gun on him either, because he had it
I don't think so,
he
yeah.
has it. He had the holster like in his back, and you can see his shirt's up here. There's no gun. There's no gun there. Like, unless the gun is holstered, he does. Okay, at what timestamp? Find a better video. Watch till the end. Okay. There, you just missed it. He's blind. What are you guys am I blind? Here are the two angles. I'm going to put the link in chat. Tell me what's timestamp. I can see it. Okay, the link's in chat. 1:30. Okay. Let's see. $1:30. 26. 28. He's not even in frame. 28. 29. 30. There's no gun.
I don't see one.
There's nothing on the screen.
Yeah.
He's not even, this is not him. He's not even in the frame.
Lower back?
No, I just showed you his lower back. There's nothing there. Let's see this.
Oh, the better video? Left video?
The left video. Again, I'm there. The left video. What am I missing?
I don't see it.
He's not even in frame at 1:30.
Right.
It's not in this video. The original left video is not zoomed in. I'm about to leave. He's being obtuse. You guys, there's no gun in that video.
I don't see it either, guys.
You guys are crazy.
Where?
At 55.
Check
normally
wait.
carried a gun, so therefore you're like looking for one.
Okay, here's a better video where they're wrestling with him. Okay, so let's see.
Let's see.
55 seconds. They're wrestling with him here. There it is.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Wait, again, I don't.
It's right on his hip.
Yep, it
Right-
is.
right
Oh yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay.
All right,
So
chat.
not
All
1:30.
right.
So he
Our
was.
eyes are not
he
as
was
good as
not-
yours. We're not as young
Y'all
as we
got
once
it. Y'all
were.
got us this time, chat.
Yeah. Well, they said 1:30. It wasn't at 1:30. It was at 55 seconds.
Jeremy does not want to concede.
I will not.
He's good at I Spy the Gun, and you guys can't make him feel differently.
Now, yeah, that's his holster right there. He had it holstered then. Yeah. We told you. You told me 1:30.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting. I noticed that everyone else already covered this today, so I didn't do a video. But the fact that I think 1:30's the other video is out there. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can see his gun there. What's interesting is they oh, here's another video. Minute one. Okay, here. Here's a better video. Here's the 1:30. Okay, 1:30. What's crazy is these cops didn't see it.
Right. They didn't. I don't think.
Oh, another obese white woman screaming.
I'm telling you, that's the signature of a Minneapolis protest.
Yeah, chunky and good old Midwestern pancake ass. Get on that stair
These are
climber,
your
girl. It's
people.
not that hard. I once mentioned in passing that I enjoy some tone there to my wife. And she got on the stair climber and like in a month. Like it doesn't take much.
Right.
You know. This is embarrassing for her. What do you sit on? Okay.
I feel like you're losing a plot here, though. I will say.
Look, it's okay.
Yeah,
we're
like
getting to
right
1:30.
here. This is an important topic here.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I did confirm in the other video you can see it. It's right here. You can see it plain as day at 1:28.
Hmm.
It looks like he needs a Stairmaster too.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of. Let's get the Stairmasters out there.
It's not. No one is sending their best. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Come on.
I mean, you can very clearly see it's a holster, and they still let him go.
Yeah.
That's a lie. That never happened. That was one of the biggest things. Like, if you're gonna fire Kristi Noem, that's what you fire her for. Like, you can't just put out that statement because all it does is give the left. Like, every fact that comes after that fact now gets immediately debunked because the left's like, you lied about him holding a gun. This is the first interaction, and he has the gun on him. He does not brandish it, pull it, or anything. In fact, he has it well secured, to be honest with you. It's not flip-flopping around. Can somebody remind me?
Kristi Noem is on her way out then? Do you think that this is the end of the line for her?
No, I don't think so. I think Trump recently backed her, like not that long ago. can somebody remind me? I think Minnesota is an open carry state, so even if it's out, that's not a violation. That again, I think Minnesota is open carry. For example, in Wisconsin, even if you imprint, meaning they see your gun through your shirt or your pants, that is not a legal carry. It's concealed only. The moment he engages with law enforcement, he's no longer lawfully carrying. True, we agree on that. Doesn't matter, not allowed to have a gun and confront federal officers. Again, I'm not, hey guys, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying it's nice to see he has it at least cleanly holstered. I've seen a lot of people carry that. I've seen guns fall out of people's pockets. Minnesota's open carry. Okay. So it can be out. Like I saw a guy at a bar who got into a fight with somebody and his 38 fell out of his pocket. Like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, oh my God.
Like he threw it in there like it was his keys or something?
Yeah. And like he was just scuffling with some guy, just falls out. And fortunately, everyone in the bar was smart enough to like jump on it and get the gun. But like, and then like the fight didn't really escalate or anything like that past that. But like the cops came and he went to jail. You can't, that's not open carry. Like that's not concealed carry. He's like, I have a license. And he wasn't, and also he was drinking alcohol, which also voids your concealed carry license too.
Oh.
But yeah, you cannot.
I feel like the point you're making is like up until Alex Peretti engaged with the police when he was potentially lawfully carrying, he was doing so seemingly responsibly, which would mean in some case that he's like, he has some experience, he knows what he's doing, he has at least been trained or knows how to properly conceal carry.
He spent the money on a proper holster that wasn't going to fall off his hip in the middle of a scrum, which it clearly didn't. But yeah, I mean, once he's fighting cops, he's no longer legally carried. That's all 100% true. It puts the left
in this position where they have to defend what appears to be a lawful and legal gun owner, just after years of being like, anyone who carries a gun is a threat to everybody. There's not a lot of good in this situation for anybody involved, but it is interesting to see the narrative be, well, he's allowed to have a gun coming from the same people who would be happy to take them away from, like
that's true.
Officers.
Yeah. Yep. That I agree with that, chat. Someone said he's an accident waiting to happen. And that is true. Like a literal violent, angry lunatic.
Right.
Also carrying a gun is a recipe for disaster. I'm not going to say that he wasn't allowed to be carrying up until in such a point in which he put his hands on officers and got like violently involved with them. Then, sorry, buddy. You're no longer legally carrying, which has been my point. Boy, Luke got killed yesterday in chat by trying to say it wasn't a good shoot. I was holding the beasts at bay. They were killing them.
Oh.
Omega says, source, Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus. You need to have a gun permit in Minnesota to carry a firearm, whether it's open or concealed. Michigan, you only need one for concealed. Yeah, I mean, this scenario, the gun does not really matter. And to be honest, it kind of shows that DHS is not bloodthirsty murdering machines because they just physically had a physical altercation with him and at no point pulled their weapons, arrested him, or quite frankly, more scary, maybe didn't even notice, because at that point, you would think they would yell gun, gun, gun.
See, I would think that like, I hope they did notice, because if they didn't notice, I feel like we have other problems. But if they did notice and chose not to draw attention to it, it was, I would assume, another effort to keep things as to the lowest degree of tension possible in the scenario that was playing out. Yeah.
All right, so I want to talk about this other protester in a segment here, because it's Estrocast, and I always try to find the most estrogen-fueled topics for the show. Where is this video? Okay, so this
girl, Jeremy, I appreciate it.
I really am. And then I've also got to keep an eye on the camera, so I hope that I don't have to cut this segment here. Let's see. All right, here we go. So I agree. Why he thinks that, but I'm not going to die. There's a divot in the concrete that justifies everything that happened. Yeah. I mean, again, I could tell you if I'm glad I don't own any SIGs, at least that particular model. If you're carrying a SIG, I showed a video where a guy just like squeezed the slide and it fired.
Oh, wow.
something that would
And
be
people carry
totally
this in their waist belt. Like, I'm all for
Yeah,
gun
shoot your
ownership, but
dick
that's
off.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's okay if you want to have that for like plinking, or if you're going to carry it. And I mean, there are dozens and dozens of videos out on the internet of like this gun just like, I could take my Glock and throw it on the ground and it doesn't fire.
Right.
Like, I mean, I know people
As I would
call them
hope.
combat.
I mean, isn't that like, especially if you're at a bar where someone's gun is falling out of their pocket? Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. The
Again,
yeah.
I'm for gun ownership. I'm not trying to like say you shouldn't have them. It's just like computers, they're a scary technology to me.
Oh, they are. My
Yeah.
cat may or may not have knocked my Smith and Wesson off my nightstand and it fell on the ground and didn't fire. So
are you
yeah.
an M&P Shield girl?
Yes!
I feel like you're a Shield girl.
I love it.
knew
Yep, that's what I
Yeah.
have. That's what I have. But yeah, I don't keep it out
That's a
on
great-
the nightstand anymore because because my cat.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
love,
don't try me. I will see if this goes off.
Yes.
The Shield is a very popular ladies carry, but
I
like
love it.
I mean, also it's just a popular carry in general. I'm not saying like
Right.
it's a ladies gun.
Well,
but
it is a
the-
good ladies,
the grip
the
is-
easy one because it's less. It's easier to load it. Like it's not as heavy.
And
Yeah.
it's low profile, and
Right.
yeah, Chad agrees. A lot of people have it. I
Melanie Mac Smith and Wesson sponsorship when? That's what I want to know.
I don't think I
Yay!
carry it. I think it's a single stack, not a double stack, right? The
Oh,
Shield.
what?
The
The
Shield is
single?
a single stack, I think, right? 9
Yeah.
plus 1. That's why I
Wait.
don't. Yeah, it has the easy slide.
Yeah, the easy one. That's the one I
Yeah,
have.
yeah. The that's the only reason I don't carry it. My gun range lets you like, try before you buy, especially the popular guns. And I really like the way that one felt in my hand, but I wanted a double stack. Upgrade to the
Oh.
Springfield XDM Pro. Yes, the XDM is also very good, but that's a kind of a rich man's gun. Like Springfield Arms, I'm not saying they're not good, but they're expensive. I just, because I'm a big old fat guy, I get a lot more. I don't have to worry about having like a small weapon that people can't see on me. The XDM is a double stack too. Very, very nice weapon, but I bought a Glock. It's never let me down. And then if I buy it, then I just have this Glock I never use,
Mm.
I like Estrocast because sometimes we're a sports podcast, but other times we're a gun podcast.
We're everywhere. Yeah,
I
we're
have a
everywhere and
Glock
nowhere.
too, but I don't know what model it is. My dad just gave it to me, so.
Yeah, I have.
Aw,
I have.
sweet.
I have several. Like, I have. Like my right next to my studio, always have
Uh-huh.
something there too. That's
Oh,
also
yeah.
that's a G21 Gen 5.
I've always got something.
Yeah, but yeah, right next to it, I have my first gun ever that my wife bought me, which is a beautiful
Aw,
That's
1911.
also a nice story.
That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
She bought me a 1911, which I love, but I'm like, those are great for open carry. But it's kind of big, it's like the Eclipse
Right.
too, so it's got a long ass barrel, and like when I'm on my property, I like to open carry it because it looks cool, like it's nice and it's a shiny kind of thing, but yeah, that's why I don't open carry either, because people will try to steal it. Let's talk about this. This is an interesting thing that happened yesterday. Let's say 33 minutes. All right, so if you're watching this later, this is a segment from our daily live stream, but I also wanted to upload it not just to promote our daily live stream, which I hope you're tuning in to. Links in the description below, Monday through Thursday at 2 Eastern and Fridays at 1 Eastern. We have this activist versus a pro-lifer. And this video is going viral right now on the internet. I don't know how old it is. You know how it is.
Okay.
Ever since
Sometimes stuff
monetization,
comes back.
yeah,
Right.
stuff comes back around. But it's so weird the way that people who are pro look. I'm definitely on the other side, like, of probably the two ladies on the stream. Like, I've always been pro-choice but pro-life, like in so that I don't want the government to have a say, but I judge you if you decide to cop out and take your baby's life or whatever the case is. I know that Melanie disagreed. Well, Melanie's strictly pro-life, and HCB probably is too. But it's always weird that these like pro, deletist the fetus people, they're some of the grossest people on the planet and the meanest people on the planet. And here's this clip. Okay. This is what they say to this nice pro-life girl, Jessica Newell. I guess she must be from Breitbart.
Oh, I don't hear any audio. We got no audio, Jeremy.
Oh, no audio. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me fix that.
So it's just
here you get a professional show. That's why you want to tune in. It's all.
This is what I like about our live stream, which is like you're actually here with us as we solve things on the go.
Yeah. All right. Better?
No.
You still can't hear it?
No.
What is happening here? That's so weird. Is it just too quiet? I've never had this. I haven't had this problem in a long time. It could happen, guys. It happens to all sorts of guys. Get off my back, all right? I'm under a lot of stress, all right? Give me a break, all right? It could happen to anybody. I'm low on my potassium. All right.
This is my city. What are you doing here? You're trying to antagonize people, so go the fuck away.
Okay, so we can see it is from 2022.
Okay.
But it's going viral right now on X, and I thought, what a great topic.
Fuck away. Go the fuck away. It's simple. Go the fuck away. Go home. Why don't we just let her get...
So she says she's so pretty. Why don't we just let her get?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I mean, first of all, this lady with this
what a
fake
psycho
pearl necklace, and she looks like she's putting her lipstick on the like Buffalo Bill. But yeah,
Carry full term. Go.
I would carry full term. Get wrecked.
And you'd be traumatized for life. She's traumatized already.
Oh, wouldn't she already be traumatized for life having an abortion too?
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing they don't acknowledge. That they act like it's like this is a really famous Teen Vogue article, so I'll also have a call back here. But Teen Vogue put out this article that was like how to help your friend who's had an abortion. Bring them movies, get them a Planned Parenthood pin. Like they act as if it's like if your friend has like gone through a breakup or something that like is sad, but like not going to end, like not going to have a lasting impact that you could get through it. Like I don't think you can equate what that is like, and it's why I think a lot of people who are pro-life ultimately start with a lot of empathy for women who have abortions. Like they acknowledge that they have been through something traumatic and that they probably live with regret. And I think it's like women like our blonde baseball cap wearing friend who is trying to probably justify her own actions to herself and therefore becomes bitter and evil and ugly.
Yeah, she's been carrying it with her whole life. Look, I have girlfriends who have done this sort of thing, and I feel bad for them,
right?
And I feel like they were given bad information. I've always been open. My wife's mom was 15,
right?
And they claim that it was the first time they had ever been intimate, and she got pregnant. That's really unlucky or really lucky, depending on how you want to look at it. But like we're talking about two 15-year-olds, right? She could have done the quote unquote easy thing. Didn't do that, and then they did the work. They stayed. Their parents, they raised the kid. They sent her to Jesus school, all this kind of stuff. And if they had just done the easy thing, my wife wouldn't even be alive. And I want to play just the rest of this and then get these people are so angry, but I think you really hit it on the head. Like they are battling their own guilt.
Yeah, you can go. You can go. You're right. You can go. We're a little old. We're gonna stay together. We're gonna stay together the rest of the day.
How would you say you're for women, but then
we're gonna stay together? Shut the fuck up, bitch.
How would you?
Why are you antagonizing people? Why are you antagonizing people?
That is disgusting.
No, come with your elders. Come with your elders, please. We've been fighting for this for 50 years.
We've been fighting to destroy our babies for 50 years. Have you though? Like,
I mean, because it got wrapped up as like this is your only way to liberation. I think there are women who are fighting for this with the wrong intention. I'm like totally obsessed with this show right now that I am actually binge watching, even though it's like kind of the same story all the time, called Long Lost Families.
yes,
where
I've
like
seen it. Yeah.
okay, I
Yeah.
think I'm in like season 4. Like ever
Yeah.
since the big storm hit, for some reason, this is my default show. And I'll be like folding laundry and watching these things and getting choked up because the letter all the time, consistently from the person who has been, you know, the child who was placed for adoption is like, I over and over again, thank you for choosing life. Thank you for choosing for letting me live. Thank you.
Yeah.
Even if they, you know, whatever, like adoption's not perfect for everyone, but the sentiment that's like, I'm happy that I am alive.
Right.
How many times do you need to hear this from someone before you believe that probably there are other children who didn't get that chance who would have loved it as well?
Yeah.
It's weird because obviously there's the biblical aspect of it, which most 16, 17-year-olds aren't probably going to be strongly convicted in. But what's wild is just how, like, these people that seem to be pro-choice, which is really just pro-abortion, it's not pro-choice. They're not fighting for you to choose to keep your baby. It's a misnomer. It's a marketing term. Like, we are fighting for pro-choice. No, you're not. You're fighting for abortion. That's what you want. And while I believe that the government should not be involved in this sort of stuff, I go back to kind of the stuff that like Hannah Claire talks about, like public shame needs to be a thing, and it's more powerful than when we have these like women wearing "I've had 37 abortion" t-shirts, and this like, you know, ooh, delete us the fetus, ha ha ha, it's a meme, or it's a clump of cells. Like it is such a weird cope that I
Right.
do think it's really laziness and a lack of responsibility. Like if we want to talk about the number of like our babies, we're talking about 5 a year. Okay, that's not what they're really fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
They're not fighting for a woman who was, you know, taken against her will, being pregnant and having
Right.
that choice. That's not what they use that
They
as
do
like,
use that.
yeah, they use that as like, well, do you want this to happen? It's like, look, when we're talking about basically the erasure of an entire race of people, you know, right now in this country, but like we're talking about the laissez-faire attitude about people, you know, deciding to, you know, scramble up their baby and flush it down the toilet. We're not talking about people who were this happened to. Nobody's talking about them. But it's the same way with the government. They're like, think of the kids, think of the kids. Okay, how about this? All abortion is illegal unless you've been taken against your will. Now what? You know, like now, okay, if you could prove that this happened, you're allowed, that's an exception. Do you think these women would still fight for that?
Fight
No.
those laws, though. I mean, there was a wave, an influx of more strict abortion laws that went across states after the termination of
Yeah.
Roe v. Wade, following Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Clinic, and people protested them. They
be
were
right back.
mad. They didn't want it. I mean, in most states, oh, bye. I guess he's going to package. I'm going to rage
Boy,
scream at
bye.
Melanie. Guys, welcome to Astrocast, the best stream on the internet. Now that
Yes.
our incompetent tech guy is gone. No, I'm just kidding. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for Jeremy for dealing with text. I don't have to. After the Roe decision, or the decision that struck down Roe, you probably remember this. There were all these states
Yeah.
that were worded back, sometimes to like laws from the 1890s, whatever, or states that brought in new laws that said, you know, we don't allow abortion, with exceptions typically for risks to the mother's life and
Right.
cases of, you know, incest or assault. And, you know, pro-life can debate that out, but that became the most strict standard. Be like, you know,
Yeah.
none at all, except for these cases. And you would still get women's advocates, quote unquote, fighting for this. These same women advocates will turn around and be like, the government doesn't give women help when they have children and paid leave and whatever. Ma'am, you're pushing for a world that doesn't value children, and then you get surprised when the other policies don't encourage families. Like, you can't have it both ways. In fact, I don't think you value anything. You're just looking to say that you're oppressed and to encourage destruction.
Yeah, and I think a lot of these women, and especially like that very loud one there that was causing a fuss, they probably are dealing with guilt and trauma from what they've done, and misery loves company. So instead of using their voice and their experience to help other women say, you know what, actually, this is a really traumatic thing, and I don't want to. I want to encourage other women to seek other methods like adoption, so on and so forth. But instead of that, it's like they want others to do that. They want more. They want it more normalized, and they want to see other women do that, so that it can make them feel better about what they did. And you see that with a lot of immoral activities. You see that with, like, that's why there's pride parades and things like that. It's like, okay, if people who are participating in these immoral activities and it can't handle the guilt of it, so they want everyone else to do it so that it can make them feel better about it.
Right. They don't want to be the only ones, because then they have to examine why they feel so bad about it.
Yeah.
And it's just the same crowd that's like mental health and anxiety is on the rise, which I believe anxiety is on the rise, but we don't look to the root causes of how having a society that is constantly throwing broken morality at people leads them to feel awful about themselves, leads them down negative paths.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really truly the misery loves company. And I just have a hard time. I guess it comes with getting older, but like it's so weird how like normalized this is with young girls now. I hope that is kind of changing, but this world of like total like it really is the lack of accountability culture. It's why these same women who have probably had 37 some abortions are the same ones in the street, and the same ones with their nose rings, the bull iron rings, talking about being oppressed all the time. It's like, well, these people never seem capable in any way, shape, or form of ever looking at their own actions. And men do this too. This topic happens to be about, men can't men are not involved in that decision, and they should be, by the way. If men have to pay for child support, then they should have a say. That's what I think as a man. We've seen cases where everyone's seen that video of that poor kid like bawling his eyes out, crying outside the abortion clinic because his girlfriend was like, taking their baby's life because she didn't want the responsibility. And it's like the easy way out mentality started with like homework and like using ChatGPT to do your homework, and this not really ChatGPT, but it started the easy way out. But now it's like applying to life in a way that we're willing to cut short an infant's life because you want to be a career woman. There's nothing that holds you back. That's such a misnomer. Like, having my when my wife was born, it did not affect her mom's career. It's just, if the core family is together, they can help, which is another problem. Like, her mom lived with her grandparents, she lived with her grandparents, the family raised her, everything was fine, she got a good education, but it's weird.
Yeah, and I think it's important too to let just societally that we don't. I think things have gotten a bit extreme with the demonization of single mothers, for example, and it's just like, oh, you're worthless if you're a single mother and all this stuff, and they don't factor in that it's not always the single mother's fault, right? Yeah, sometimes it's irresponsibility. Sometimes it'd be irresponsibility at a very young age, which, who isn't irresponsible at a super young age at different capacities? So it's just like, but yeah, it also takes two. There's also like, guys who walk out and don't step up to their responsibilities, right? So yeah, I think it's important to like, we don't want to promote single mother and say, yeah, hurry up, go, do that.
Fatherless families,
right? We don't want to promote that, but we do want to. I think there still should be some respect for, hey, this is a mother who could have taken the easy way out and didn't, and she's raising a child in a difficult circumstance. Or at least, at the very least, taking accountability for an error that she made. So there is some level of respect that, hey, you know what? She's stepping up and doing what she needs to do in that situation.
Right. And we touched on this beginning. I mean, it's easy way out in the sense that at the end of the abortion, you don't have a child. But I don't think an abortion is a trauma-less experience. I think it's very traumatic, and I think it involves a lot of lying to yourself. And people, who aren't offered like appropriate grief counseling, or
Yep.
who live with regret and are not able to vocalize it because of the narrative around abortion in our country, which is sad. I agree with Melanie. I mean, ultimately, I won't speak for both of you, but we want our culture to be pro-family, because the family is the smallest nucleus unit of society, and I think it's the most effective way to have cultural change. And I want children to be raised with their moms and dads. I want women who find themselves pregnant before marriage to have men who step up and raise kids and
Yeah.
get married and all that stuff. I want that for them. But if we can't have that exact thing, I still want the baby to be alive. I don't want someone else to say, well, it makes more sense if we just delete this one and maybe try again later, or something like that. And so we do have to be accommodating to, all kinds of life structures that lead to life. Ultimately, we want strong family units, but we can't have, we're going to have some gray area in between. I don't want it to be all or nothing, because again, that's where you get men who are like, well, we're not ready, so we should just, get rid of this one. We'll have a baby again in the future. Like, that's gross. I don't like that either.
Yeah, those marriages probably never last either, by the way, because that woman's going to always secretly blame. Yeah, they're gonna secretly blame each other, and we'll leave that segment there. If you enjoyed the segment, make sure you follow our live stream channels linked in the description below. We've got some viewer messages. This is from Cross Faith Army. Wife wants deer sausage and taters for dinner. I want sloppy joes. We're having deer sausage for dinner. I'm 6'6", 291. She's 5'1". Gonna compromise. Smart move. You know why? Because at 5'1", it's basically a straight jab right to the ball bag. Okay, and it's just smart. 42026, Jeremy, what happened to the Christmas cards or toys for Tots Dono from Amfest? Genuine question, no troll. There was a donation made, and there wasn't much left, to be honest. Also, the Christmas cards are now Valentine's Day cards, and they've been printed, and they're getting sent to me right now.
Yay!
There's so then I'm going to send them to Hannah Claire and then Melanie. So I decided to turn them into a Valentine's because it got so late. The problem is we didn't take a proper picture there.
Right.
And I had to kind of figure it out. And it's about 40 people waiting on the card. So I have all your information. Cards are printed, and they should be here hopefully by the end of the week. And then I'll ship them out to the girls, and then they'll ship it to the other one. And then they'll ship them back to me, and I'll ship them all to you. So I'm thinking...
So you were just like your family that tried to get their Christmas card out on time, but couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I think this is a problem a lot of people have, more than they're willing to admit.
Yeah. There definitely wasn't as much left as I had hoped, but I made a separate donation at Toys for Tots anyway, because I usually do. Mana Yud says, leftists will call ancient civilizations barbarians for sacrificing their children to the sun god for good harvest, and then say slay queen to the girl boss who aborted her baby to advance her career. Yeah, and again, they're sold a lie that you can't have both. Like, you can have both if you have family. What's that?
Like, there's no absolutes over yonder in that train of thinking, right? Like, everything's on a spectrum, gender, emotions, whatever. And so if you're like, no, this is the line, you cannot go past this line, this is the bad thing to do not do it, it becomes like it's just something that they cannot factor in, because there has to be a circumstance or a reason or a justification. And I think that is something that ultimately leads people astray. Like we're saying, like, the killing of children is wrong, always, no matter what circumstances. Then to be like, well, but in this case it's okay, but over here I don't like it. It fits into the narrative of like everything is sort of fluid in a way that I think leads people to a lot of emotional distress.
Oh, yeah, I should say, by the way, if you don't want to, it's not really going to be a Valentine. Just so I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. It's with love from me, but I don't want to ascribe any.
I assume it's like first grade Valentines, where it's like everyone gets something.
Yeah, it's gonna have a train on it and say "I choose you" or something like that. No, Ben is my graphic designer is working on it right. Like, he started yesterday actually. So they should be out soon. And that's my fuck up. I should have taken a picture when I was there, and it was just like I had a million opportunities, and I We were
We
so
were
busy.
so swamped. We
I don't
completely
know if we
forgot.
did have a million opportunities. Like
We
I,
did.
campus was such a blur. I just remember like ushering people on, ushering people
Yeah.
off.
It
Like,
was very hectic. Yeah.
Yeah, the maybe at a dinner, but that wouldn't have been a good photo either. And
we were
I
all
don't
like
know.
exhausted.
And we were
Yeah.
kind of a mess too at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It was like, and as every day kept progressing, we were running on less
More and
sleep.
more disheveled.
Yeah.
Should have taken the picture on the first day. Although I
Yeah.
burnt out on the first day carrying all that shit in there by myself. Thank God Melanie, at least Melanie got there early.
Right.
I had this cart with like, I don't know, 500 pounds of shit on it. And I was just wheeling, and it was like unwieldy. It was like stacked really tall. And I was like trying to wheel it through and set up all this stuff. I'm glad that she showed up, because I was ready to, I was not in a good headspace.
Yeah.
But Rubber Toe says, "Hey Jeremy," I was in a fine headspace, but I was tired and sweaty, and like it was
Look,
a
we're
long
just gonna
day.
organize a photo shoot, you know?
Yeah.
We gotta get professional.
That's my
we're
fault,
not quick
though.
Snapchat people. That's all we're learning.
Yeah. Rubber Toe says, "Hey Jeremy, you should try to get Araceli Bloom on the show. She's a Latina conservative journalist who was recently attacked on video by California congressional candidate at an anti-ICE protest. I am unfamiliar with. Is that the lesbian chick? No, there's that lesbian chick whose name's like Arcelia, and she's like conservative, but I don't think she's Latina. Yeah, guests would be nice in 2026. You know, we'll have to see. Ken Rose, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, Melanie was drunk on Jack Daniels and Coke. It was hard to get her to to get her to pay
Classic
attention.
Melanie.
Yeah. Andrew Robb, I barely had time to get sloppy drunk. It was like I knew the price would be too much the next day when we had to get all the way down there and leave at 8:00 again. D Dayman says, begins describing topic. Jeremy jumps in claiming he's already heard about it. Ends describing topic. Audience confused. Yeah, well, I had an eye on the cameras. Now I'm locked in. Andrew Ruff says, I'm a self-carrying M&P Shield 45. It's a great gun. Yes, it is. It is. Hello Velociraptor says, awfuls are awful. True. White liberal women are a cancer to Western society. Also true. Steshmel96 says, the squeeze fire that you saw can be done with almost any striker fired pistol due to how the striker engages the sear. Slide and frame gap determines how easy and likely the striker to slip. Okay. Fun fact. Omega says, I have 10 XD MSLs. They aren't for the rich. I'm not rich. Well, you're not rich because you bought 10 of them. Like, there's a pattern of spending here. If you have 10, send me one then. 9 seems like enough. Let's see here. This other topic I had, Mel drinks vanilla extract because she's banned from all stores that sell alcohol. I know, it was troubling she was not well known there. So the first night before they put her picture up, it was a problem, but we dealt with it. It's okay. It was, that's what being a team is about.
Exactly, teamwork.
She stuck with me during the Packer game when I had about 1,000 drinks, and then had to go back to the convention the next day. And I was like, I have this other topic. I saw this morning. Just if you're tuning in later, this is a segment from our live stream daily at 2 Eastern, Monday through Thursday, and Fridays at 1. I saw woke is back trending on X today, and it's actually because woke is back apparently.
Oh.
And it's because Nintendo rolled out a new game in which you can choose Angie's dating preferences, male, female, or non-binary.
Oh my.
Now, the left is seeing this obviously as a massive win. This game is called Tomodachi Life. I don't know what it is, but it is a game for 8-year-olds. And
What?
I'm not sure that I can really excuse, like, I know that the left wants me to have a meltdown over this. I'm not going to have a meltdown. But the fact that they are, if you look at woke is back, like, then Nintendo puts weird groomer coded preferences in their children's game, something no sane parent would ever buy for their kids. woke is back. Like, it's Roblox 2.0. Every adult is celebrating this, should be on a list. Like,
I
it
just
was
don't like in the big 2026. Stop trying to make non-binary happen. You already tried it. People are sick of it. They're over it. It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Sorry,
The-
picturing
the-
you as part of the like a Mean Girls meme is amazing.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking
Okay,
of.
stop trying to make non-binary
Stop
happen.
trying to make non-binary happen. It ain't gonna happen. It had like a little bit of juice on TikTok, but people are over it now.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be a thing.
I wonder, like, I feel like we've already fought this fight in gaming and won. Like, these people that are pushing this nonsense, like, they've lost. Like,
Yep.
I would argue that, in fact, woke is not back because people are pointing out this is a game for 8-year-olds. Now, that is not always a fair argument, right? Because, you know, Mario Kart is a game for 8-year-olds too, but it's enjoyed by many adults as
Right.
well. I am unfamiliar with this game. What exactly is it? You know, this is, let's say, Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life. I don't know what this game is. It looks like, whoops, wrong thing. Nope. It looks like one of those. How do you not know what game this is?
Yeah, but it's a dating thing. 8-year-olds shouldn't be. Why are 8-year-olds doing dating sims anyway? Like,
My
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
this game that I think was called Tomodachi, but like they didn't do anything. It was like kind of like a weird, not weird, but like animated dollhouse. And they would just like move objects around and like.
Here's the trailer for
didn't
it.
do much.
When is the game coming out?
Let's take a look at what's happening in Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
Okay.
looks like Animal
You're in
Crossing
charge of this
Yeah.
island. You can to go.
Okay.
Can't wait to start living here.
What are they called? Like the Wii
The Mii
characters? Do you remember
There,
those?
it's almost like a
Yeah,
My
the Mii
Life thing, or
characters.
like a, yeah. There's
Animal
after 10
Crossing
years-
looks better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is just a human version of Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah.
You're in charge of this island, so you create however you like here using me characters, like ones based on friends, family, and even yourself. Then choose their personality, voice, and help your me characters enjoy their island life, however they see fit. Okay, yeah. So this is just like Animal Crossing, right? Like just another. I have to escape from reality. My real life sucks, so I have this like life simulator. I have a feeling they're gonna. I mean, even the trailer. It's they turned comments off. What a surprise!
Oh.
All right, so the comments are off on this. Oh, this is Nintendo AU. Now maybe
Come
it's
on,
because
Australia, keep it together.
well, honestly, if they say this is targeted towards kids, it automatically turns off
Oh,
comments. So
okay.
that's kind
And
of
Australia
a
just
self-owned-
passed a pretty big social media ban for teens.
Yeah, I think people. There's a market for this. I don't think this game is played by little kids. I don't know that. I don't
Right.
really know that, but this seems like so late. Like, so, I mean, why are we doing this
It's
now?
late and gay.
Yeah.
It also, I mean, like you guys are more involved in like the game industry and stuff than I am, but like people who are concerned that, predators are going to creep on their kids, don't let their kids play stuff like this because you just assume the worst. That's my
Yeah.
impression at this point. Whenever you hear horrible stories like that and they're awful, typically the parent is like, I had no idea that like a predator could be in a chat room with my kid or,
Right.
that it was introducing them to non-binary stuff or whatever because they don't know the content. Obviously I don't want those kids to be exposed to it, but it seems a little bit like they have to appeal to adults because kids aren't allowed to play game. A lot of kids aren't allowed to play games like this because of this
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, remember like Roblox, right? Like Roblox is a kid's game that I've never understood it. I think it's like Minecraft. Is it like Minecraft or is it just different? It's just like it's a kid's game.
I mean, it's yeah. You can do a bunch of like little. There's games within a game, like so people can make their own different mini games. Like, oh, here's a tag mini game, or here's
okay.
a dress up mini game, and this and that. And there's all these different things that they can do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like that
I
game
always
ended up
hear
being
awful stuff about like Roblox. Like I don't know
Oh
if it's like a
yeah,
weird part of the internet.
there's
But, like,
some. Yeah, but there's some good stuff. Some people have been having church in Roblox. That's been really great from what I've been
That's
seeing.
good.
But overall, I wouldn't advise children on Roblox on it without being supervised by an adult because there's a lot of predators on there.
Yeah, I mean, basically there was a guy that was like catfishing these predators, and I'm pretty sure Roblox ended up blocking him.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
insane. They
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, they banned him from the
okay,
game.
talking about being on the wrong side of history.
Yeah.
I just think like I really think that kind of this woke nonsense, people have talked about it before. A lot of it ties back to money. So DEI used to be tied to this like kind of social credit system where funding for certain things was controlled on whether or not you met certain DEI requirements. And
Yeah.
so you ended up with this nonsense in a lot of video games because they needed VC money, and that VC money, you know, venture capitalist money would be tied to whether or not you were engaging in diversity, equity, and inclusion, or ESG, which is, you know, they've rebranded it multiple times. And so you ended up in all these video games, but I'm not sure Nintendo, like, the backlash for this is going to be far worse than anybody giving a crap about it. Like, the 4 people that desperately needed to have a non-binary character in their video game, we've seen this with Harry Potter. We've seen this with, you know, all this nonsense where they cram this woke stuff, into video games. And I just feel like there's some obese liberal there that's like, like they get off on it, at least in my opinion. Like they're
I
like,
think so.
yes, this
Well,
is progress.
Yeah, this is the type of people that they've hired at these gaming companies. And you see it a lot in nerd culture in general. It's a lot of people who weren't actually fans of these things, or at least not that much. And then they just love to make people who are the fans upset about it. Look what happened with the Suicide Squad game, that last one. How it's like,
Oh, yeah.
let's humiliate Batman in this game, right? Let's because they hate everything that Batman
Dude,
is.
that was so funny. It
Yeah.
leaked like right at launch, and then
Yep.
destroyed the game sales.
It
like-
did.
What happened?
Yeah.
What were they doing?
They had them kill Batman, and just like it just was very humiliating.
What?
Like,
They
and
pissed on him, literally.
right, yep.
Yeah,
and they did that with the other male characters. They didn't with Wonder Woman. They gave her a more respectable death, I believe.
Shocking.
Yeah, because she's a woman. But yeah, they basically just disrespected these legacy characters because it's just like, okay, a lot of these
'Cause they're
characters,
men.
yeah, they're men and they stand for things that they don't like, especially like Batman, right? With him being rich and all that. So it's just like, yeah, these people they've walked into like the gaming industry or even in comics and things like that, and they want to ruin it for the fans, the people who actually loved these things. They want to ruin it for them, and they want to insert all of their woke garbage into it and make it gay and have space lesbians, all this stuff. And so they'll run it to the ground, but at least they're, you know, owning the chuds, if you will.
Well, we've
Well,
seen
and, like-
now. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know, tell me if you ever get this impression. Sometimes when I hear people in creative industries that are, you know, left leaning, they're trans identifying, they're LGBTQ, whatever. Sometimes I get the impression, having read interviews or listened to them, that they feel like it's their moral obligation to expose maybe kids, people who wouldn't otherwise be receiving this content to their lifestyle. Like as if this is like circumventing their parents, or it's like, you know, opening their mind. Like they feel as though it is the correct thing to do, that there's no fallout for it, and they have some sort of like, again, I don't have to
They have
describe
a
it other than, like,
moral
a moral
obligation. Yeah, they definitely feel that way. But I also think a bunch of them are creepo groomers.
Yeah,
That feels creepy to me. It
Yeah,
reminds me of like
it
when
is.
J.K. Rowling announced that Dumbledore was gay like 3 years, like way after, and was sort of like, you're just trying to write a gay character in because it's trendy right now. I also remember thinking like, I don't know that kids need to know what's going on with their kids, their teachers' loves lives. Like even if they're straight,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
like just let it be private. And you are now making that a topic that I wouldn't want my kid to know what was going on with their teacher. You know, like
Yeah.
it's just something that you don't have to expose young kids to.
There used to be a time when you'd see your teacher out in the wild. It was like this crazy thing. Now teachers have like TikToks and they're like their kids follow them and they're telling their kids that, you know, they're gender confused and, you know, whatever the case is. I think kind of just to wrap up the video game wokeism thing, you know, I would say like just don't buy the game, but also don't give them what they want. Like this doesn't sell games. The industry knows it. Ask Ubisoft. Like a once great company is completely in shambles. You know, ask any of these AA video games that kind of try to focus on people's sexuality. They're all gone. Like there are none of these like woke video games are even a thing. It started with Ubisoft with like, well, we're not going to have male or female. We're going to have body type. Now look at them. The company's completely cratered. Nobody even knows if it's going to exist anymore. And it's like, boy, if only you had hired 50 people who made better games instead of 50 people who were obsessed with gender ideology, maybe Assassin's Creed would have been better. Maybe The Division would have been better.
The Assassin's Creed maker? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like you see video game companies use this as a way to get out of trouble. Like Overwatch famously did that. Like every time players were mad about something, they would just say another character is gay. It like became a meme. Like this stuff is just, it's over. I would not celebrate woke is back. Look at Sweet Baby Inc. Every game that they were involved with tanked. You know, the Black Samurai, how'd that work out for them? How'd the Black Samurai work out? Was that Ubisoft too?
That was Ubisoft,
yeah. Not racist to like gender
No, Hannah Claire. Historically, one samurai, one place kept a black guy around because he was amused by his blackness. And so they turned him into a samurai. Yasuke or whatever his name was. Like, you know, I can't remember if he was ever really even a samurai, was like a retainer or a sideshow.
Something.
Retainer, yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, by the way, you know what would be way easier to do is just allow me to pick a black, white, or Asian character. And, like, you don't have to then virtue signal. Like, let black people play as a black samurai. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
but don't, like, piss on me and tell me it's raining.
And that's the thing is people would have loved... They could have printed money if they just had an authentically Japanese game with a Japanese samurai. They could have printed money. They would have loved it. Black people would have loved it too. I mean, look how many black people love
samurai
Goku
shit.
and all that stuff. They love anime and all that kind of stuff. So nobody asked for it, and it really tanked everything for them.
I wanna transition
out of this
to a beloved fan favorite, just to break up the show a little bit. A beloved fan favorite of the show, a beloved, I don't know if I would call it game, but it is one that the audience can participate in. We're just gonna do a couple, just to, you know, actually, why don't you guys tell the people where they can find you while I bring this up?
Melanie, you want to go first?
All right.
Cat is making an appearance.
Yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube at Melanie Mac, where I've got gaming streams and all that good stuff. Going to be playing more Bloodborne. I've been playing a ton of that, so I'm in the middle of a boss fight, so I'm going to do that tonight too. And you can find me at Bible Time with Melanie Mac with Bible verse of the day every single day, and also on Instagram at Melanie Mac, where I've been posting a lot more reels and all that good stuff.
You guys can find me on Rumble, YouTube, and X. It's all Hannah Claire B. I do some videos on news, some cultural stuff. I also have a black cat. Everyone on this panel does. Irrelevant to where you can find me, but good information for those of you who are following. Again, it's Hannah Claire B on Rumble, YouTube, and X.
And you can find me wherever you're watching currently right now. I'm working on my Instagram, which is The Quartering News, one word, if you want to follow me there. And TikTok, The Quartering News is also there. There's like unique shorts there. I know not everyone uses those platforms. I don't need you to type in chat that you hate them. It's fine. If you use them, please follow me there. Ken says, greetings, Quartering Gang.
Friends, guys.
Yeah. Greetings, Quartering Gang. I think bringing back public shaming is the more realistic than stripping rights away. Yes, I think so too. Let's see here. Any other chats? Okay, we are going to... Oh, yeah, here. Tomodachi means friend in Japanese, so it's a life sim, meaning friend life. Well, I guess if you're non-binary, you probably need help with friends too. All right, it's chat.
You need
loves
friends you
to play
can
this
control,
game,
apparently. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a steakhouse or is it a gay bar? We've
this game.
Yeah. All right. So the first one. So chat participate too. I'll give everyone 30 seconds to answer. The first location, Woody's.
Woody's
House.
I'm gonna go with gay bar.
Okay. Chat, is Woody's a steakhouse or a gay bar?
I feel like it's too obvious, you know. But maybe I don't get the humor.
A lot of steakhouses in chat. A lot of steakhouse in chat. It is in fact a gay bar.
1 point for me.
Yeah. All right. Second, this one's pretty obscure. Let me pick a different one. This one's too hard. This one, the Brazen Head. I used to go to a bar called the Brazen Head. That's not that. Let's do that.
Okay.
Jimmy Kelly's.
Jimmy
Kelly's. Kelly's with a Y. Jimmy with a Y. Jimmy Kelly's.
Gay bar.
Okay, then I'll say steakhouse.
Okay, she's playing the system. Jimmy Kelly's, chat. I could see it's a Jimmy Kelly Steakhouse.
I feel like I should have gone with Melanie's answer, but I just want to show diversity on the panel. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, Hello Doctor says, should we expect Rumble Shorts from Quarter Pounder? Absolutely, day one. Rumble Shorts launch next week. So
February 4th, right?
Yep, February 4th. So yes, I will be on Rumble Shorts 1000%. Jimmy Kelly's is in fact a steakhouse.
Ooh.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Some of these I already know, like Claim Jumper. I know that's a restaurant. I'm trying to see. Okay. Woodward Cocktail Bar.
Steakhouse.
But they say cocktail bar.
I
so
know.
I think it's a gay bar.
Okay.
Woodward Cocktail Bar is in fact
A gay steakhouse.
a gay bar. It is a gay bar. Yes.
Oh, Hannah Claire with the lead now.
Yeah. We'll do two more.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to pick ones that I think would be, funny that are on the Silver Rail.
Silver
The
rail.
Silver Rail.
That's like a public transit system. That's not part of this.
Is it?
Steakhouse.
Yeah,
Hannah
I think
Claire.
it's a steakhouse too.
We're in agreement on steakhouse.
What does chat think?
Chat saying it's a gay bar. All right, girls versus chat. Silver
No.
Rail is in fact a gay bar.
Melanie, you
Oh.
led me astray. I should always vote against you.
I
Yeah,
know,
you should have-
apparently.
Okay. The Hindquarter.
That's gotta be gay bar. Come on. Come on.
I feel like, well, now I feel like I have to say steakhouse because you said gay bar.
yeah.
Well,
It's very obvious, but it should be a gay bar.
the Hindquarter is in fact a steakhouse.
Ah.
Aha!
Last
win.
last
Yeah.
one. Let me
Oh, no, I
find one
should call
that's
for me.
okay. Oh no, it's hold on a second. The Cork and Cleaver.
Gay
The
bar.
Cork and Cleaver.
Okay, steakhouse.
Okay.
I think it's a gay bar though, but I'll vote steakhouse.
okay.
Chat?
That's the ultimate fence sitting to say both things.
Yeah. The Cork and Cleaver is in
What does
fact.
chat think?
Chat's on steak mostly. It is in fact a gay bar.
Oh.
The Cork and Cleaver is in fact a gay bar. Thanks for
Terrifying
playing,
one at that.
everybody.
Okay. I still lost, but it was fun.
Well, there are no losers here in Steakhouse versus Gay Bar.
But I did get more points than you, just to be clear.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
look,
It's true.
We're like a modern show. We don't actually keep score.
Oh, that's
We're trying
right.
to raise
Everybody
Melanie
wins.
to be a good competitor, and I don't think the participation trophy is helping her self-esteem.
We are
Come on,
all
Jeremy.
winners here. Okay. We're all winners here. I noticed, did you guys notice Nicki Minaj was out and about?
How could you not
yesterday?
notice that?
I
Every
loved
congressman
it.
in America raced to take a picture with her. It was so
I
funny.
loved it.
We had Speaker Johnson here. It's going to be kind of hard to hear, but
Can we talk about her outfit too? I just
Yes,
Well, he
we
wants to
can.
talk about it as well.
I
yeah,
love
I have
it.
some takes here.
I love it.
Here's Speaker Mike Johnson. I don't know if you could hear his comment here.
I almost wore this coat today. I'm so glad I didn't.
He said, I almost wore this coat today.
That's
I'm so glad I didn't.
funny.
Oh, so
The-
fun. I think that's great.
I don't want to rain on any parades. Okay. But Nicki Minaj, mega, like, I'm getting Amber Rose vibes a little bit. But look,
But why? I get it with like Amber Rose. She's like an
She
active
promotes-
OnlyFans girl. But is Nikki doing anything like that?
no,
Well, the
but she
question
does
with
promote
Nikki was that
like
she didn't
hedonistic
have
lifestyle.
American citizenship. And then it was like she came there to like get her papers personally signed by Donald Trump.
She
little
got
bit
her.
odd.
She bought her $1 million Trump card.
True.
Hold on a second. Now I'll say this about Nikki. At least she didn't just disappear from MAGA like Amber Rose did. She spoke
yeah.
at TPUSA. She was one of maybe the biggest voices talking about the massacre of Christians.
That's true.
In Africa, right? Africa, I think it was.
Yes, in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yeah.
Yes.
She spoke about that.
Yes.
And she has a huge voice.
Yep.
So like,
And she's lost a lot of followers. She's actually said
She's
some
taken the hit.
really. She has. This isn't just to me. I don't think it's just some like, she didn't just take some check and do her
Right.
thing, right? Like I
Right.
think she actually believes in what she's advocating for, and she also has a history. Like she spoke out against the vaccine mandates back
yeah, she
when
did.
that was a thing, right? And so then whenever she was speaking on the murder of the murdering of Christians in Nigeria, then a bunch of gay people were talking about, oh, but what about more oppression? And she's like, imagine talking about Christians
Yes.
being murdered and you making it about being gay. Like she has really had some banger like quotes, and she's really been speaking out against like the literal oppression against Christians going on a global scale. She has put herself out there and is standing for stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of.
she's
go
definitely
ahead.
interesting. No, you go ahead.
Well, I have this clip of her meeting with Trump. By the way, the Trump account's huge W. Are you seeing all these banks coming out and like matching the donations and stuff? Like,
It's cool.
yeah, it's very
The only
cool.
con to the Trump account, and I'll let you go back to Nicki Minaj have this from
Wait,
what I know
does
about it.
does my niece or nephew have a Trump account?
Yes, my baby
Yeah.
will have a Trump account. I have to like finish the paperwork. And
Oh,
stuff. Like why not? The only withdrawal
French
for
fry
me,
fund.
and
French fry fund.
I know. Well, but it's the money is taxed when you draw from it. So like I
Yeah.
don't know how much will contribute to it all the time, because there are other like non-taxable funds you can set up for kids, like educational funds or whatever. But it's still cool. It's like money on the table. I don't know why you wouldn't. Although I have had friends who have like identify as Democrat be like, well, I would never want to get my kid a Trump account, which is
Like they're gonna give a shit in 30 years.
right.
When you go to your kid and you're
Exactly.
like, here, your college is paid for. Oh,
Yeah.
it says
Right.
Trump on it, a guy who was president 20. It'd be like giving me a fucking Reagan account. I don't.
Yeah.
So what? Like, there's money. Nobody
There
cares.
could have been money and you didn't get it for me. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, my kid qualified because it's babies born 25, 26, 27, and 28.
Yep.
So mine, and all of the Trump
I'm trying to
admin
cash
babies.
in now. I'm gonna try to get. I think I can max out at 3 Trump accounts by 28.
Okay.
So let's see what I
Have
can do.
triplets every
Yeah.
single year. You know?
Oh, there you
okay.
go.
Yeah. By the way, if you're tuned in and you're watching us on the Rumble homepage, we are live Monday through Friday at 2 Eastern. I just want to remind, if you enjoy the show, please do click through to like the quartering channel and give us a follow. You know, we're not always on the homepage at this time, and you may have not seen our show before. Here's Trump and Nikki.
His best friend Nikki. So funny to me that she like held his hand and get all these pictures of her crazy long nails.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am.
Dude, Kevin O'Leary has really like capitalized on his very adjacent Trump relationship.
Probably the president's #1 fan.
Whoa.
And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me.
She seems
at
kind of
all.
nervous, which is
It
like
actually
She
motivates
is,
me to support him more.
She's
And it's going to motivate all of us.
She
What-
is nervous. She's done this whenever she spoke before in these like Trump events. She's prefaced
Very
it saying,
nervous.
"I'm really nervous." Like she's like, "I'm nervous." Yeah.
Oh well, and she's a performer. Like you might assume that in any capacity she's confident on stage, but obviously like singing and rapping must be
now
very
with
different
Trump
from-
looming over your
Different.
shoulder with
Exactly.
his Trump,
Well, I'm talking about like your
mogging
personal
her.
politics. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very different.
Well, plus, she gets hate from a lot of her peers and stuff for this
Yeah.
too. So what she's
Us
doing
to support
is
him more.
great.
We're not
It
going
really
to let
is.
them get away
That's
being
fine.
him and, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work. Okay?
They could have given
He
her
has a lot
something to
of
stand on.
force behind him, and
Well,
God
great.
is protecting him.
Yay.
Amen.
Yeah, there we go.
Amen.
Chico. Okay. That's so funny. Stay here, my long-nailed best friend.
Yeah.
Like, what is this
So
dynamic?
They're just
I
holding
love
hands.
it.
I mean, what a moment.
It's so sweet. I love
Also,
it.
again, like, despite having probably lots of time spent on stage, she's like, okay, so I exit now. Like, it
Right.
is a totally different aspect than I think you would think of her, even with like the big nails and the makeup and everything. She seems very humble, and
You know
there's
what
a
I
charm
think is
to it.
happening here? Trump is daddying up on her. He sees she's nervous, and so he's holding her hand.
Right.
Like
yeah,
I might,
think so.
I might be reaching, but then look how big her smile is once he grabs her hand.
Yeah.
Like he just grabs her hand, and she's just like instantly.
Right. It
Look
works.
how she's
She's more
nervous.
comforted. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, here we go. I'm just gonna hold your hand, girl. I got you.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank you, Mr. President, because we create 72% of the jobs. Companies 5 to 500 employees.
He does
and
the hand
all we care
grip
about
thing too.
is policy. We love policy, pro-business policy, and these accounts are fantastic for independence and support. I thank you very much. It's all about the entrepreneur, and I think you know that, sir.
Fun fact, Kevin O'Leary is a prolific watch guy. Here she has her gold card.
I love it.
Yeah. I wish that they would have designed it a little bit less like the American Express card. It looks very much like
It
my
does.
Amex card. Yeah.
No, there's a
Yeah.
reason Trump wanted it to look like that, because Amex
know.
was like the big flashy sign for a long time, right?
Yeah.
But like,
Keep going.
I would say she said, I came to this country as an illegal at 5 years old. She's born in Trinidad. Like she got her citizenship. That's probably a big deal to her. You know?
Oh yeah.
It would have been better.
I
It would have
thought
been hilarious
Milo-
if Uno reversed and deported her to Trinidad. Like, no, come on in, ICE. Ha ha.
I thought Milo had a kind of interesting take on this. He said, like, the hip hop industry could have helped her get her residency at any time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or her citizenship or whatever, and they didn't.
Obama would have given it to her.
Right.
Like,
Anybody would
undoubtedly.
have given it to her. She could have also just had it for business reasons, and they didn't pursue it. And I think that's kind of what hits on the frustrations people have with our problem with illegal immigration right now. Like the story is like they're here to work hard and everything else, but if you've been here for 10 years, why not take the time to apply for
Right.
residency? There are
Yeah.
so many sympathetic programs that would support you. I don't know. I will never get past this extremely long nailed handhold with Donald Trump. But it was definitely fanfare. Also, I guess Ted Cruz like didn't get a picture with her and was upset. I didn't really follow that as closely.
Aw.
I like Ted Cruz less these days, but what is this? A corgasm? What's this
What?
now?
No,
This
I
is
don't
a
want to
made
be
up
on
thing.
this stream.
Yeah. What is this?
This is the thing about the New York Post. Like they'll get
I'm
you with
not
their
reading
headlines.
this. Yeah. The New York Post.
Oh,
The New York Post will
yeah.
often do that. Those like stealth ads for OnlyFans
Well,
too. We're like,
that
oh, she was a
too.
teacher and
Well,
now she
I
makes
have heard
40,000 a
about
month.
That I have heard about that. It's just something about as women strengthen their core. Apparently, it has other benefits. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out, ladies.
Okay, Big Ab. Okay.
Yeah. She got paid from Big Ab. She's taking that big core money. Peggy Finance says, I disavow
Solid
Nikki.
Core is now sponsoring Melanie's content.
Yeah. If I had the money, she'd probably do a lot more than endorse me. Whatever the reason, she is a broken clock, right twice a day. You look, I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic about her. She's definitely out there taking the heat, unlike people like Amber Rose. By the way, who was at the bar with me that night at the RNC. Fun fact. And she was not looking like she was living very Christian-like life. But I will say this.
Amber Rose was like hot for 10 seconds. I remember you and I being on the same panel and being like, RNC, like stop acting so desperate to have pretty rich girls. Whereas it is different with Minaj, who, like Melanie has pointed out, is consistently kind of becoming more and more not I want to say explicit, but more and more involved. Like she's had her stances and she's standing by them. Obviously, I wish she had gotten her citizenship a long time ago.
For sure.
But
yeah.
you know, better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, maybe she's like, oh shit, they're gonna deport me. I better get on the Trump train. But you know what? She's got, I don't know, 20 million. Look, here's the inconvenient truth for leftists. Like, black people like Trump. Dude, blacks loved Trump in the 90s and 2000s. He was in rap songs. Like, black people don't have any real problem with Trump. It's just the people who are on the plantation, so to speak, or on the government teat. Like, hardworking black people fuck with Trump. Like, everyone I've ever met, you know, like, unless they're like an activist or whatever, like it's just not the truth that like black people don't like Trump, or like Latinos too. Like, oh, he's deporting all these people. Don't you hate Trump? They're like, no. Like, why would I hate him?
I'll just never forget all of the like public radio and stuff that did interviews after the election with Latino men. And they're like, but he says he's going to deport people. What do you mean you voted for him? Because he increased his share of Latino votes during the last election cycle. And they just like all these, I assume, white female reporters were like, I don't understand. And they were like, but I like his policies. The economy's awful. I hate, like, this is not good.
Right.
You know, they couldn't wrap their minds around the fact that there was more than just identity at play when the people were voting.
Well, yeah, it's not like Latinos don't pay, you know, I mean, Latinos that can legally vote, they pay taxes too.
And if you came here legally, I bet you do not like illegal immigration.
Exactly.
Well, and think about all the like Latinos who, you know, like are this hardworking. Like, this is one thing that I learned at a young age, and it's actually played out really well on the show Roseanne. I thought, like, in the early age, was probably my all-time favorite comedy show. Like, working class doesn't have time to give a shit about race. Like, you get guys who work in a factory, you'll have the most diverse group of friends that go to the bar and like bitch about shit. That you know, Netflix could only dream of what it's like inside a factory among black and white and Latino men. Like, the struggle is what binds everybody together, and those people are paying $5 at the pump. It doesn't matter what skin color you are. When gas is now like $2 or less per gallon in most states, like, it doesn't matter what skin color you are. When you're like, look, I'm very fortunate, you know, in my life where like, first of all, I don't drive that much, but if I was driving a lot, you're talking about the difference between, you know, an extra $200 a month in your wallet when gas is $2 versus $4, especially if you drive a living, or especially if you're like a contractor. Like, this shit matters to people, and the Democrats forgot that. The Democrats forgot that a long time ago, that it's the economy, stupid. And like, they realize that like hardworking people, they don't give a shit if you call the president racist, if they have $200 more a month in their, like, you know, $200-300 more in their banking account at the end of the month. Like, it's just it's the most powerful thing. And somewhere along the lines, Democrats forgot that, and that's why they lost again in 2024, and they'll probably lose in 2028. Probably not, well, midterms I'm not so happy with, but
a little nervous out there, you know.
Yeah, but it's you know, yeah, I do gig work in the blue states. Gas is $3.80 a gallon. Luckily, I live on the border of a state for $2.13. Dude, that's what I mean. Okay, so that's $1.70, and if you go through 40 gallons a week, let's just make it $2 for easy math. That's $80 a week. That's $300 a month that you just magically have back in your pocket. That's not, you're not getting a raise. You're not getting you're not working more hours. You just magically have $300 a month more. That's money that you can go out to a nice dinner. You can take your kids out to go to, that shit just happens like that when you fix gas prices. If they fix groceries, that'll be another $150 a month people have. They still really haven't fixed groceries. Groceries are still really expensive. I haven't bought a ribeye in a while, but the last time I did, it was still over $30 a pound for USDA Prime. That shit gets down to back to $15 where it should be. Now you're treating your family to ribeye. You have a whole bunch of people who are buying better steaks, or people who are already buying steaks and meat and this stuff. Now they have an extra $30 in their wallet every week. That shit, like, yeah, beef is still way too high. I bought ground beef. It wasn't too bad. But I haven't bought steak in a while because it's just too expensive. I'm not paying $50 for a steak that I'm just going to poop out. Like, that's not a good use of money. 20 here. Now if groceries get done, ribeye's $20 at Costco. Ribeye for USDA Prime? I don't believe that. There's a difference now. Remember, USDA Prime and USDA Choice are different. USDA Prime, I'm going to look right now. Because if it is, I'll send my wife there before she goes on vacation. Kirkland brand, USDA Prime. Oh, I can't see the price because you have to be logged in. Okay. Well, if it is, I'm sending her on a steak run. Kirkland gets a bad rap. I find most of their products to be totally fine.
Costco is really selective with how they keep, like, if they're keeping products on the shelves, they only keep products on the shelves that are selling because they have a limited inventory. So if they have Kirkland brand stuff, I bet it is a good quality. I bet it is actually selling well.
$21.99 Black Angus, $2.54 now. Big difference was, that's gas. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Colorado Watch, I know you've been like a long time viewer. Okay. Long time viewer. And I appreciate you. But like, I'm getting really tired of you being an asshole in chat. So like, this is like literally the last warning. Because I read the chat and you're always bitching and you're still, you know what? Get fucked. All right, you're just gone now. Sorry. I just don't want to ever, like, it sucks because that guy's been a viewer since day one.
Yeah.
And he's just always being a fucking asshole in chat. And this is why people don't read chats. This is why you go tune in, you watch your favorite streamer, you watch Tim Pool. You think Tim Pool looks at the regular chat? No, you have to pay him to read your chats. I read the regular chat, and I can't with the constant negativity. It's so fucking annoying. Anyway, enjoy being muted. Sorry. Go bitch someone else's stream. HEB has good meat. I don't have HEBs. Those are a chain that is. Yeah, I've never heard. I mean, I've heard of it. Did we go to an HEB when we were in Arizona?
Yeah, I thought we put in Arizona.
Was that
I think
HEB?
Arizona's in Texas.
Yeah,
I think there are some in Texas.
Yeah,
but I haven't been one here.
And by the way, you guys know I almost never ban anybody. I don't fuck it. Like, it's just constant negativity. I don't care if you watch or not. Like, it just doesn't matter. The HEB is Texas. Okay. No, we went to a place that used to be called, it was the name of it used to be like
no, that was
we thought it was an electronics store.
Fries.
Yeah.
Fries, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good
I was thinking
grocery
picturing the red.
store. I
It
liked
was a nice grocery store. Yeah. It was a nice grocery store. But I don't remember how expensive it was. I think I was just buying junk food. So junk food's expensive everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they locked up a $1.79 razor.
They did.
I know that.
Yeah.
I had to buy a razor because I forgot to bring one. It was like $1 and it was still locked up. By the way, a lot of good it did. I just ripped it off the lock anyway. But yeah, they had their razors locked up, which is generally not a good sign of the crime in the area. I didn't really I guess, is it because it's a weapon, or is it like, I know when they like lock up baby food and stuff, it's like a highly stolen item, but like there can't be a lot of, maybe it's because it gets stolen a lot and then people like steal it and then go return it to like Walmart without a receipt. I bought whatever razor was on clearance because I wasn't bringing it home. I just needed it for one night, to clean up my neck beard. But I wonder why they lock up razors.
Is it bad that my thought is like, well, if you get a razor, you can more easily open other things in the grocery store? Am I putting too much thought into this?
I don't know.
Yes, you are. Yeah, it is steal and resale. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that used to be a hustle that I wouldn't steal stuff, but when I was young and just getting by, I would, somebody I know would like purposely go to like, for example, you could go to like KB Toys and find video games that they had on clearance there for like $19.99, but they were still $50 at Walmart. So then you'd buy it for $19.99. You go to return it to Walmart without a receipt, but $50 at Walmart is as good as cash. Like that used to be a hustle. A lot of people I knew did to get by, to get groceries and stuff like that. Now you could only do it a few times because then they would start taking your driver's license. So like they, but I mean, I heard, but that must be what people did with razors too. Because I guess razors are expensive. I just thought it was crazy that the one that was $1 was still locked up.
Right. Yeah.
Well, equity among razors, they don't want that razor to feel left out.
Yeah. That's an Asian hustle. Nice. Yeah. 13 to 18 pounds of ground turkey and chicken breast for me and the dog get costly even at the least expensive places. Yeah. My wife bought me a bunch of ground turkey to cook while she's gone. And it was like $50 for like, I think she must have got 4 or 5 1-pound packs or something like that. It was expensive. I just got a pet brush at Walmart, looked it up. It was worth $4. So bizarre. A pet brush. I don't know. Home on bed rest for a few days. Lab rat, thanks for a great show and help me get through the day. Thank you. Thanks for being here. So there's this Epstein news. Shocking, stunning Epstein twist as Ghislaine Maxwell claims 29 friends cut secret deals with the DOJ. What?
What?
Are
so
you?
Is it news that we got a specific number? I don't understand.
I just, obviously everybody already knows that a bunch of people cut deals with the DOJ to not get prosecuted. This is not news. This is just, I don't know. It's hard to describe why this would be news. I'm just, so there used to be a time, by the way, just so we know, also, Minnesota man posed as an FBI agent and just tried to break Luigi Mangione out of prison.
Man, Minnesota is having a month. This is nuts.
Wow.
A Minnesota man tried to break Luigi Mangione out of jail by disguising himself as an FBI agent. Mark Anderson was charged on Thursday, today, with impersonating a federal agent as he allegedly tried to break out Mangione out of the Metropolitan Detention Center. He told officials that he had paperwork signed by a judge authorizing. This guy is a fucking moron. Like, you go into a jail and you're like, hey, who's the most high-profile prisoner in prison anywhere right now?
Yeah, coming up on a trial. Not even like
coming up on a trial. Yeah, like Luigi Mangione and like Tyler Robinson are probably the two most watched. Oh, and Brian Koberger, probably like the 3 most well-known prisoners. Yeah, I'm sure just some FBI agent's going to walk in and be like, oh, yeah, let him go. He hasn't even had his trial, but, the scheme fell apart when the Bureau of Prisons asked to see his credentials. He hadn't thought it out very well. Hey,
Which
do you have
let
your
him show
ID?
him his Minnesota driver's license. He showed them his personal Minnesota driver's license.
Oh, are you serious?
That's what it says.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is great. This would be a great video for your true crime channel, Hannah Claire.
Dude,
It
I'll
would.
talk about This is the thing though, like Luigi Mangione has so many weird devotees who are like fixated on him.
Did he bring this too?
Oh my.
Where did he
I
have
guess.
that hidden?
Scroll down. Where does it
And
say?
he brought a pizza cutter. What the
Sure.
fuck?
Because New York.
No, he's probably gonna use that to cut the bars.
Yeah.
Or the handcuffs or whatever. The
Oh
man
my
arrested.
God.
Hold on, the caption
Oh.
says what?
Oh, here.
Wait, go back up.
Well, the
The man
guy's
arrested for
Italian. He might have had a pizza on him.
Yeah, that's
his
true.
bag during-
He tried to bring a barbecue
New
fork
York.
and a pizza cutter in a bag during the plot. I mean, this guy is.
is an avid chef, apparently.
He's like, here's what's
Like,
gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna break Luigi out. We're gonna eat pizza together.
Oh yeah,
Gonna be
me and
great.
Luigi.
We're gonna be BFFs.
There is a level of like the brazen, like if I just act confident enough, I'm sure this will work.
Yeah, it's funny we laugh at this, but a bunch of 65 IQ Somalis were able to steal fucking
Yeah.
$20 billion. So he's probably
Look,
like,
we're
it's
not
just
sending our best
crazy
from
enough to work.
Minnesota.
Yeah, like he's just crazy enough to work. Apparently, just some dork white guy too tried to do it from Minnesota. By the way, where did he get this barbecue fork? Like off the street? And this pizza
Yeah.
cutter? These are aged. These are not
things he's
good.
been using. They're from his personal collection.
And did he travel all the way there? Did he travel from Minnesota? What's wrong with Minnesotans? Deranged people. What in the world did he think would happen? Yeah, I mean, he didn't even bother to try to fake an ID. He just showed up with a pizza cutter. It was like, it's me, I'm Mario. I'm here to pick it to my brother for a pizza. And like,
Imagine being the person, like the Bureau of Prisons person who's like, oh, okay, let me see some. Can I see your credentials? Can I see your badge or whatever? And the guy shows like his Minnesota driver's license. You're like, wow, thank you so much, officer.
yeah, we're gonna go
Please
get him
into
right
this
now,
back
sir. Sit right
room."
there. Yeah, sit. Why don't you just sit right there in the other room, and we'll go get him for you. And he's probably sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe it worked. He didn't even think about. He didn't even think like this guy's got to be a schizo.
Yeah, probably.
He warned. Oh, the scheme reportedly fell apart. He then warned staff that he had weapons, and a search of his belongings found a barbecue fork and a pizza cutter. Allegedly, the breakout plan came the day before Mangione was due back in court on Friday. I mean, he should obviously face a death penalty. Like,
Right.
there's no doubt in my mind, but they're not going to do it, I bet.
Right.
They're not going to do it.
Mangione or this guy?
Mangione. Yeah, that guy is already facing a
I was
life
like,
sentence.
whoa.
And, yeah.
That's a little extreme for
ooh.
the barbecue fork and not having a good fake ID.
Hey, that was a fully semi-automatic barbecue fork and an assault pizza cutter. I mean, I just think this guy, I turned out he's probably gay and he's got like a crush
Right.
on him. That's probably what's going to happen.
That's gotta
Well,
be
he's
it.
probably obsessively watching the trial. I mean, it's not a coincidence that he showed. I wouldn't assume it's a coincidence he showed up the day before he's supposed to appear in court.
Yeah.
And again, there were all kinds of lunatics who suddenly became obsessed with Mangione.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, also, have you seen Brian Kohlberger's warped requests? Oh no, if only there wasn't a way around there. Oh no. Oh, it's paywall. Oh my God, you see
Kohlberger
Tim
stuff
Walz?
all got reignited because they released a lot of crime scene photos, like several thousand. But initially they released a lot and didn't blur or exclude the body of one of the victims, so they were really horrible and graphic.
whoops.
Made
Oh,
me
boy.
really sad for her family.
The
But it means that people are re-examining the case once again.
well,
Nothing will change. He's already taken the plea deal, but
what are his requests? They are fed up with him. They're trying to move him out of Idaho. He's for several seats if they would take him. He's complaining about his living situation, the quality of his food. What? I mean, you're in prison, bro. Like, it's your job for them. I thought that dog was someone else's dog.
Oh,
I was like, I hear a
Really?
dog barking, but it was Huck.
person who owns 3 dogs.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his demands are. What are his demands that are so shocking? I wish somebody
He's
in
like-
prison would just, well, I'm not going to say it, but like,
In the complaints, he wrote minute by minute verbal threat. Hold on, I'm trying to look at the.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, is he demanding protection? It looks like there were some sexual threats or something.
Oh yeah,
on him.
that is true. So he wants to be relocated. I'm surprised he's still alive. I
think he's trapped in pretty severe solitary confinement, but yes, even then.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to relocate him. I don't really look. Idaho, you're the dumbasses that gave him a plea deal. He should be dead.
Yeah.
Like he should have been facing the death penalty, but your wimp district attorney like cut a deal that nobody wanted. Because
why?
You thought you were going to lose the case.
Because he thought they were going to lose the case. Now, why do they think they're going to lose the case?
Oh,
Look,
here we go. Yes, the world is.
I just think there's a lot of questions.
Yeah. I don't know. In the complaints he wrote, the minute by minute verbal harassment of threats. He was rattled by his new living situation. Well, maybe you shouldn't have committed a triple murder.
Yeah.
You can write all the complaints that you want, but eventually someone's going to take the trash out. I would hope, I mean, no, I don't hope that. Luigi Mangione's breakout. This will make good clickbait, but there's not a lot to the story there. Essentially, a crazy person walked into the jail and thought he was just going to say, I'm with the FBI. Just going to let him go.
Do you think this will start a new trend, though, where like the weird followers of Luigi Mangione are like, I can break him out of prison? Or is this a one and done situation?
Oh, there'll be copycats for sure. Yeah. I mean,
like
if you're going to break him out.
He has like a weird fan following.
He does.
If you're going to break him out, you got to do it during transport. Like when he's getting transported.
This is not legal advice.
This is not advice, but I mean, that's the only time he's out, out behind the arms, walking into the prison and being like, hey guys, I'm an FBI agent. Trust me, bro. And then by the way, I'm here to just free this
He's
the
gonna come
most
get
high
my
profile
Honda
murder.
Civic with me and we're gonna drive away.
Yeah, guys, I got a lot of things going on here. Can you get Luigi Mangione out? I got stuff to do. Have you guys seen what's going on in Minneapolis? It's getting out of control. Here's the news here. I think I have a video. Let's see what's in this video. Minnesota, man, get your shit together. Oh, this is him just. Oh, you guys can't see this. Oh yeah, you can.
I can see it.
He seems to be getting around pretty good for a guy that, has a crippling back.
Yeah.
I'm definitely interested in the mind of Luigi Mangione. In that,
do you think he'll take the stand when the trial comes up?
Oh yes, 100%. Unless they think they're going to beat the charges. I mean, I think the evidence against him is so overwhelming that he may want to take the stand so that he can deliver his manifesto kind of thing. But I don't really know what's, wait, mom tapes passports to toddlers' foreheads? What? Oh my, women must be stopped.
This is like, that was a trend for a little while. I saw men doing this where it's like they were taking their passports so they could prove they were citizens or something.
Oh my, oh dear.
For crying out loud. Like, and then you make your kids do it. Like, come on, kids, we're gonna own drums. And we're gonna.
I'm trying to go viral on TikTok.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is a repeal the 19th moment for me. These women have. Cringe. Yeah, it's such a fetish.
The worst thing is that on TikTok there's other women like her gassing each other up and they think they're actually doing something.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. The idea that God, this victimhood fantasy is so weird.
Yep.
Like I don't understand like how these people like get through the day just constantly trying to find a new way to like, what is it that is driving women to to do this. I don't understand. Can you guys describe as women why you guys are crazy psychopaths?
Lots to
hormones?
In
unpack
9
there,
minutes
my
or less.
friend.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, the passport thing, I feel like is like it to me because it's a TikTok trend is dumber because
Yeah.
I just like I don't know. Have you guys tried to put lots of young kids in the car to then also add like don't forget to duct tape their passports to their head so I can make a bit on TikTok? Like live your own life, but it seems stupid, like a waste of time to me. It definitely goes back to this like virtue signaling, right? Like to be like,
Yeah.
we're a bilingual family, and so obviously I'll make a joke that you guys are gonna feel sympathetic to me on that my family's particularly under scrutiny. It's like to
Right.
Because
flex
we
that
And
speak
they
her
are.
and her kids are
languages?
like blonde hair, blue eyed, right?
They probably
Yeah.
speak
It
like
looks like
French.
the whitest looking people imaginable. And wait, how can I get in? How can I get some attention out of this? I think
How
that's
can I
at the
let
root
you
of it.
know that I am potentially a victim of ICE without actually having to do anything?
Yeah, that's what it is. Is women, we do like attention. It's ingrained in our DNA, and this is a way for her to try to get it.
Yeah.
And
Not
I
even biracial
guess.
family. It's bilingual. Isn't that what it said?
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bilingual, so it's just like, yeah, literally the whitest looking people I've ever seen. And
I
oh
think
yeah,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna do this now.
we're gonna do something. I think we're gonna do something special because apparently all of my coworkers, nobody's working today, so I don't have anybody to raid. So maybe we'll raid somebody who's a little bit smaller. I do want you guys to remind people where they can find your content, how they can support you. And by the way, tomorrow it'll be just me, Lone Wolf Cast. And remember, I'll be live an hour earlier. So, and I'm going to be super tired because I will have to have taken my wife to the airport. But then it's literally boys cast for like
off
the
boys'
next
weekend.
10 days. Yeah, boys weekend.
10 days. Whoa.
Yeah. I got bowling on Saturday, and then it's like no pants for a week. It's going to be great.
Well, you guys can find my content on Rumble, YouTube, and X. It's Hannah Claire B in all of those places. I'll video up shortly about some news, some culture, etc., etc. Thank you guys who've already subscribed. It really helps me out. Melanie, where can they find you?
You guys can find me at Melanie Mac. I have gaming streams there, and I'm fighting a spider boss thing in Bloodborne, so I will be beating that thing tonight. And you can also find me at Bible Time with Melanie Mac with Bible verse of the day every single day, and on my Instagram at Melanie Mac, where I post stories every day, and then I've been posting a lot more reels there too. So I'd love to see y'all there.
Let's see. Oh, Matt Morse is live. He's pretty good, right? We should raid him. He's been live for an hour. Let's see if he notices like 10,000 people showing
right.
up. Let's see if he reads the chat. Let's see. Let's get him going.
We have a super chat here from John. He
see.
says it's all just so sad. I think things are getting better though. Andrew
Let's
Jackson
see.
says
Fire
Mike
in the
Warner is
background.
basically
Look at this
Tim
cozy
Walz.
set.
Yeah,
He's-
a lot of them are on the same
watch him
page.
end-
Listen, we
watch
all
him
know
end
what's
the
going on in
stream.
Minnesota, and now I think we need to start looking at some of these other blue states.
Let's
Although,
see
hey,
here.
listen, we are not done with Minnesota yet. We're not done there.
I mean, he's got 3,200 on his own
If
right.
all this stuff
That's
is
pretty
happening,
good.
If all of this crazy
Yeah.
behavior
Yeah, very
is
solid.
happening in Minnesota,
Yeah.
you bet your sweet behind it's also happening in a bunch of other
Hey, you
blue
said
states across
behind.
the country. No
Shut up.
doubt.
Must be Midwestern.
No doubt. Double Crystal Dreams says Trump's announcement at 4:30 should be exciting. Once again, folks.
Oh, yeah,
Trump
that's right.
is making a special emergency out of nowhere national announcement.
Ooh, are we talking about arrests maybe?
We have no idea. And by the way, it's in about 35 minutes.
Or
35
Iran.
minutes from now. Nobody has any idea what it's about. Nobody has any clue.
Trump does do
Now,
this
there are some very
sometimes,
big
and then it's
stories.
like
I hope he's
nothing.
announcing Barron's
plugging away. In fact, we've
engagement
talked
to
about a lot of them
the
today.
Princess of Greenland or
now.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh.
where did that
What are you
go?
talking about here? You might be talking about Iran.
Strategic.
It seems like Trump is kind of tightening the noose here on Iran.
Yeah, that's what I
Seems
was
like
thinking.
he's actually kind of
Yeah.
doing to Iran what he did to Venezuela a month ago. He's tightening the noose. He's applying more
He's
and more
shooting
pressure.
up
We might
now.
have military strikes here against Iran.
Jeremy, I'll be
Is it
messaging you
happening
about
as we
text
live in
these.
peace?
Yeah.
2020 election.
Oh,
fraud. We
no.
might be talking about that type
Well,
of stuff.
go enjoy him nonetheless. And I'll be back tomorrow, an hour early. So 1 Eastern. Ladies, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for spending your time with me today. And we'll see you. Well, Hannah will be back Monday, and then Melanie back on Tuesday. So we'll see you guys next week at 2 Eastern, or tomorrow at 1 Eastern if you want to hang out with your boy just tomorrow. So bye, everyone. Oh, wait. Peggy says, once we're in a spacefaring race, we roamed the universe. Then we tried letting women rule. The destruction was so complete, it took 13,000 years to make bronze again.